Hello friends, welcome back to my little corner of the internet. I am so glad you've made it. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you my Goth summer essentials so that even with temperatures above 22 degrees, you don't die or turn into a pile of dust. Unfortunately, it's getting hot out. Summer is just around the corner. Personally, I melt into a puddle as soon as it gets above like 20 degrees Celsius. And if you're like me, you need a little extra help to survive the summer, and that's what I'm here to talk about with you today. I have my list of 13 things that help me get through summer as well as possible and make life just a tiny little bit easier when all you want to do is lay in a dark room with the curtains drawn and like a billion fans pointed at you, and you just want to crawl into every deep freezer you see and stay there until summer is over. Life's hard when you run hot anyway, and you love dressing in black and you hate the heat. Here's the stuff that helps me survive summers. Up first, and if you've watched any of my other videos, this is not going to surprise you, sunscreen. Whether it's a stick or like a normal squeezy tube or SPF 70 or a spray-on kits one, just get some form of sunscreen. This has been my favorite sunscreen for my face. It's the Hello Simple Zero Waste Sun Stick with SPF 50. I've talked about this in my May favorites, I think. It just goes on so nicely. It's not oily. It doesn't burn when it gets into my eyes. It doesn't really get into my eyes because it like stays wherever you put it. And my always and forever holy grail, this is really just like a placeholder kit sunscreen. It usually comes in like one of these squirty bottles like this one, which is my preferred packaging for like body sunscreen. Plus the kids ones are usually a lot like more liquidy and easier to apply and rub in. And they're also less sticky, I've found. So get yourself kit sunscreen for your body. Yeah, sunscreen. Kind of a no-brainer, but get sunscreen. Up next, honestly, I have to say, the only two things that I would say you absolutely 100% need are the first two. The second thing on this list is a little portable fan. This one is rechargeable and it looks like Miffy, and I just throw it in my bag or in my pocket, or I have another one that looks like a little black cat, that's on my bedside table for like when I need a tiny little fan while I'm in bed. And it just unfolds like this, and you turn it on and it goes really, really fast, and it has 3 speeds as well. And it fits into every bag, and this has like actually saved my life. I'm not joking or over exaggerating. This is my best fucking friend, and I am so happy I have it. You can get these pretty much everywhere. It doesn't have to be like one that folds in and out like this. I just like it because it protects the blades, and also it's Miffy. But you can also get one of these like the swooshi fans, the hand, you know, the ones that you just like fan yourself with. Those work amazingly as well. I'm just a lazy girly with joint problems, so I prefer a battery powered one. While we're on the topic of cooling yourself down or staying cool, my next summer essential are these migraine caps or cooling neck rings. I'm going to put a picture in here somewhere. Not because I get migraines that often, but because they have this like cooling gel inside of them, and you can just pop one of these on your head and it's going to cool your entire head and your forehead. If you're just sitting down or trying to fall asleep, it's going to cool your eyes down too. I like these when I'm doing stuff around the house or like cooking and I don't want to bring my fan from like one room to another with me. These are really, really good. What I also like to do with both the migraine caps and the cooling neck rings is just pop them into the fridge or the freezer for a little bit, and it gives you just like that extra bit of coldness, and it's so amazing when you're like extremely hot and dying. Chef's kiss. Amazing, amazing, amazing. 10s across the board. I promise this is the last item on this list in the realms of like staying cool or cooling yourself down. Maybe you can tell, but I have like a bit of an issue regulating my body temperature, and I am always hot. People have told me I am like a little space heater. They can feel the energy coming off of my hands when I just hold them near them. And if other people can feel my body heat without me even touching them, imagine how I feel. Anyway, the last thing are cold foot baths or ice foot baths. I personally just kind of dip my toes into my dog's paw every once in a while when I need cooling off. If you don't have a dog paw that you can dip your toes into, just get like a nice little bowl. You can even do it in your shower or your bathtub. Just put in like a little bit of water, cold water. You can throw in a handful of ice cubes and like a drop or two of like a minty essential oil that's going to also give you a nice cooling effect. You could probably also do eucalyptus, but like something minty, mentholy, and just like sit in it for a couple of minutes. It's going to cool your feet way down and in turn your whole body for a little bit, and it's amazing and I love it. Up next, this is for people with thighs that touch in any capacity whatsoever. You know that some sort of thigh protection is absolutely crucial to survive the summer. Anti-chafe sticks and /or anti-chafe shorts. Whenever I wear dresses or skirts or anything, even sometimes honestly baggy jeans or baggy trousers, I will 9 times out of 10 have on a pair of shorts underneath. It's usually these. I think they're from Snack Tights, and I don't know if you can see, they're a little like, they're like tights material, like a little bit of a thicker tights material, but they're shorts, hence the name anti-chafe shorts. And I either wear these or just like regular black cotton biker shorts, and I way prefer them over those like garter belt situations because those like never stay in the right place for me, and I just like feeling kind of held by the shorts, you know what I mean? Sometimes I do like wearing shorter dresses though, and I don't want the shorts showing necessarily, or they keep riding up because it's like a bad pair of shorts or it's just like a bad shorts day. So I pretty much always have some kind of anti-chafe stick with me anyway. I've tried a couple over the years and so far this one has been my favorite. It is the KT Performance Plus Chafe Safe gel stick. It does everything it claims on the packaging and so much more. It is my favorite. It's not greasy, it's not sticky, it really stays on, and a lot of other ones that I've tried don't do that, or you have to keep reapplying them a lot, which I find kind of annoying, especially when I'm like out and about. I don't love having to reapply anything, not makeup, not sunscreen, not this, not nothing. And I've not had to do that with this. I can't find it at the moment though, so I got this one and it's okay, but it is just not as good as this one. So I'm forcing myself to use up this one in hopes that I'll be able to find the KT tape one again. I'd still rather have to reapply this and have like a little stickiness or oiliness than blisters on my thighs. Next up is probably another no-brainer for most people, but sunglasses. So my glasses, because I am very blind, are actually self-tinting because I hate carrying around like, I mean, I always have a bunch of shit in my purse anyway, but I still hate carrying around multiple pairs of glasses because I'm always afraid I'm going to lose one. These are prescription sunglasses. I got these a couple of years ago, but because they are a couple of years old, they're not like my current prescription. They do the trick. I'm not completely blind with these, but I couldn't like read street signs. I wouldn't like walk into oncoming traffic, but these, I still prefer these. Plus, I'm not like 100% sure the shape suits me. I don't really know if cat eye is the look for me. I still have them because like sometimes I do think they're cute. I feel like these are just like a very different vibe than what I'm personally used to in like my day-to-day life. Yeah, I've always wanted to be a sunglasses girly. I just like never could because I've been blind since I was a child. And I hate contacts. I hate having things in my eyes, and prescription sunglasses are really expensive, except for like Firmoo and Zlol and whatever they're all called. Anyway, that is enough about sunglasses. The next thing I would suggest you get your grubby little hands on is some form of hat, whether it's a baseball cap like this one is my favorite, or one of those really fancy wide-brimmed witchy ones. Doesn't matter, get yourself something to protect your noggin from sun and heat stroke and all those things. And if you don't care about yourself enough to prevent yourself from getting heat stroke by wearing a hat, maybe consider that you don't have to do your hair if it gets sweaty and greasy and gross within 2 seconds anyway, if you're wearing a hat, because it's going to hide it. Another option, if you're really fancy or you want maximum protection, or you don't mind carrying around an extra thing for the entire day, a parasol. They are so cute, they are so super gothic, and they're actually really good for some protection. Okay, this next thing could have technically also gone without the whole hat discussion, which is a thin like shawl or pashmina, or just like a nice little scarf that preferably you would iron before using, unlike me. Again, you can tie it around your head if you don't want to do it with your hair, or if you need a little bit of head sun protection so you can avoid heat stroke. You can tie it around your face, your shoulders, your arms for a little bit of extra sun protection. If you're one of those people who go swimming, you could use it as like a cover up at the pool. The possibilities are endless. I really want to experiment with like hair wrap stuff maybe this summer. They are so pretty, and I hate doing my hair. Get a scarf. My next tip are flowy clothes made out of natural fiber. Cotton dresses, linen trousers, big oversized cotton t-shirts, blouses or button-up shirts like this. This is not linen, but you could also do linen shirts. I don't like how structured linen is. I prefer muslin fabric. Comfy, soft, perfect, again, as a cover-up, as a layering piece when it is cold in the morning and then it gets hot and then it gets cold again at night. Anything airy and thin and flowy that's not going to cling to you. I hate nothing more than clothes clinging to me, especially when I'm already hot and sweaty. So I generally try to avoid wearing anything super tight fitting in summer. Plus, polyester and polyester blends and anything with like plastic in it, it's going to trap the heat, and it's also going to trap your sweat and make you stinky because it holds onto those smells as well. And any smell is like super hard to get out of like polyester clothing. So you're just going to be stinky and hot and sweaty, and it's going to cling to you, and it's disgusting. Side note, if you would maybe like to see some of my favorite summer outfits, let me know in the comments, because I've been dying to film another outfit video. I do really love the outfit videos. I just don't know if anyone wants to see them. Sticking with clothes, I'm going to say something potentially controversial, but sandals and socks. Hear me out. My feet get hot, my feet get sweaty. What happens when you get sweaty in sandals, especially in stuff like Crocs? You slip around, you create friction, and it's going to cause blisters, and you're going to feel unstable in your shoes. And if you have like a little bit of a platform, it's not going to be fun to walk in them anymore. What do socks do? They wick away your sweat so you don't slip and slide around in your sandals. They reduce friction so you don't get blisters. And they can be the actual cutest accessory in sandals. And I am finally old enough to not force myself through summer in docks and buffaloes and whatever is going to give me even stinkier feet, and I might as well just wear cute sandals. Let me actually show you my 2 pairs of sandals that I have that I really love, and the socks that I pair with. First, these are my Dr. Martens mules from the Gothic Americana collections. Do they technically count as sandals? Not 100% sure, but do I love them very much? Yes, I do. They are super cute, and I wear them almost exclusively with light coloured socks because I love the contrast. Let me paint you the picture. I'm not going to show you my feet, mostly because I'm too lazy to do the whole b-roll thing. I can't even lie. Pretend that this is my foot with Miffy on the side, and like this, and a cute little midi skirt where you can just see Miffy, and it's just like, I love it. The second pair of sandals that may be even more controversial than the fact that I wear sandals with socks proudly and unapologetically, I might add, are these Croc sandals. I think they're called the Mega Cross sandals. As you can see, I really decorated them. I pretty much exclusively wear these in sports mode, so even the little ankle strappies are, of course, gothed out with the little chains. I love them. These are actually the reason I started wearing socks with sandals, and my favorite socks to wear these with are these like little frilly socks with a skull on them. I think the socks are from Killstar. Is this not like the cutest fucking thing? I swear socks and sandals can be so cool. This combination is giving like gothic Lolita Jack of Jill, is it not? You cannot tell me this is not so cute. And I will defend socks and sandals until the day I die, actually. If you're also a little bit extra about your hair like I am, and you don't want to just smash it down into a hat or a scarf, and you hate wearing it down, especially in summer, because the back of your neck being hot just like makes you break out in hives like it does for me, invest in some hair pieces. You could get clip-on ponies, you could get clip-on fringes, you could get a bun scrunchie and have like a rat's nest like I do. You can do so many fun things and still look cool and hot and have amazing hair, but have everything like be off your neck. If you are more of a makeup person versus hair, and you wear makeup every day and you like wearing makeup, either get waterproof everything or consider just wearing a little less makeup and instead opt for a lash lift and tint, or a brow lamination, I think it's called, and tint if you have eyebrows. If you don't have eyebrows because you're a super goth baddie, doing like little X's instead of your eyebrows. I did that for a really long time when I didn't have eyebrows, and it didn't matter as much if they ended up smudging. Or those eyeliner stamps that are like little hearts or stars or something, I think those are really cool in place of eyebrows. Or also like a cheek or lip tint, because it doesn't like, it's just gonna stay and you're not gonna have to worry about sweating it off or like wiping it off with your sweat. And finally, a cute cup to help motivate you drink water, because you don't want to wither away and dry out and die in this blistering fucking heat. I really hate to admit it, I have a billion cups. Both of these are empty because I set them out as props. I have this one to actually drink out of. It's also leopard print, but this one my mum got me because I really like leopard print, in case you couldn't tell. And this one my friend got me, I think off Etsy, and it's just like a collage of Jennifer's body and ginger snaps, and it is the like most iconic thing in the entire world, because Jennifer's Body is my favorite film and ginger snaps is hers. It is genuinely like my favorite fucking thing on this earth. Both of these cups are also insulated, so I can just throw in a shit ton of ice and keep my drinkies cold all day. And with that, we're at the end of this video. Let me know what your favorite summer essential is, or what's like one thing that you need to survive summer, especially if you're like me and you hate the heat and you hate the sun and you wish it could just be autumn forever. Definitely let me know, because I'm always on the hunt for things that might make summer a little bit easier for me. If you like these types of videos, please let me know by liking this video, and maybe consider subscribing if you would like to see more from little old me. As always, thank you so much for hanging out with me today and listening to me yap, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!